But that's going to go back. That's going to go to this next question, the importance of the curriculum, because I remember a few years ago I gave a khutbah, and I was the imam in the multicultural community, so it was just not one race. It's very mixed. So there was a lot of college students during the summer who were off, and I gave a khutbah, and I gave them a khutbah saying that LBGQT, it's not for Islam. I mean, Islam does not support it. And I said that they have their own propaganda. And part of their propaganda is that they need children or people who are heterosexual, they need them to be their followers, because two gays don't get married. I mean, they don't have children. Two lesbian women can't have kids together. Two gay men can't have kids. So we're going to get followers from the heterosexual. So when I gave the khutbah and I gave some proofs from Quran and Sunnah, a few of the college students who were Indian, Desi Muslims, who were Asian Muslims, they listened to me like they never heard this before. I'm like, you guys go to college every day, and y'all be spreading and believing this LBGQT agenda, because for the Muslims in New York, they were the people. The LBGQT was with the Muslims against the Trump ban. So some of the Muslims now are with them supporting this stuff. But it goes back to why the Muslims need their own curriculum and their own school and their own education platform and system. Some of the Muslims are looking at the America as being the measuring stick on what's right, what's the right way to learn secular knowledge, what is the right way to live. And like you said, there's in those platforms, they're separating religion and morals out of things. So when it goes back to now making the curriculum and having your own platform, having your own institutions, basically, to educate Muslims, the next question is, will Muslims respect that in the West? Because a lot of the Muslims, they in them college, universities,
let me ask
they like
you
because
how many, and this is sad to say, but it is what it is. How many Muslims today are guided and respect the Quran and the Sunnah and the understanding of the Salaf Salih?
They say, but they don't show.
It's a very small number. It's not that many. Likewise, we have been inundated with, again, the Eurocentric approach to everything. I mean, it's ubiquitous across the board, even here, all the way to the Middle East. Same thing in Egypt when I was in Egypt, same thing in Kuwait, same thing in Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia, other countries that I've been to. Everything is the European model. The European model is the standard. And if you don't meet or you contest that standard, people give you the side eye.
Correct.
So it's going to take a period of time for it to be accepted. One of the things that I do believe is that we need to create our own schools. We need to create our own books, because you can create the curriculum all you want, but if you're teaching from the books that are created from non-POC, non-Muslim, then you're still going to have the same problem. We're almost going to have to start from scratch, almost. Create our own books, create our own schools, our own institutions, because, and I've seen this on the campus of the universities, Islam is it's very hush hush, not very, I remember when I first entered the university, and I remember I didn't know where Salatul Jumu'ah was going to be held on campus. So this was on a Monday. I'm walking around the campus. Now I dress like you see what I have on right now. I wore this or something similar to it just about every day.
Mm.
I walked around campus on Monday, didn't see any male Muslims. Tuesday, didn't see any male Muslims. Wednesday, Thursday, I saw a few sisters in hijab and that I didn't want to approach. But finally, on Thursday, I had to break down. I was a sister. I could tell she was foreign. I gave her salams and I asked her, do you know where they're going to be holding Salatul Jumu'ah tomorrow? And she said, oh, yeah, it's going to be in room such and such and such. I said, okay, alhamdulillah. Salatul Jumu'ah comes around. I walk into a room and I see a room full of people that I had seen all over campus. Didn't know any of them were Muslim. Clean shaven, Muslim, nothing that identified them as a Muslim. You give, and then after that, I would see them and give some of them salam and they would say hi, especially when they were walking with colleagues.
Yeah, I'm about to say that in New York, because I have some friends who work professors in universities. Majority of in New York, a lot of professors in college are Muslim from Muslim countries or too. Muslims from Muslim countries, and some of them are ashamed of Islam. I was in Columbia University maybe last year. I lived 3 years ago. I lived in the area. I used to pray Jummah there, and the Islamic identity, some of them are shy, some of them are out there, they are Muslim, but they get backlash. Those who are out there, like professors, they get a little backlash, so they learn how to defend themselves. And then you have the majority of them, they're like losing their Islamic identity or going to lose it, or holding on to it, They're about to, at the rims, about to fall, right? But it's barely holding on. But that secular Eurocentric education is pulling them further and further away.
Something that people can look into. In 1977, in Mecca, Saudi Arabia, there was a conference of scholars and academic scholars, and they came together and came to the conclusion of everything that I'm telling you right now, that we are guided and dominated by Eurocentric ideologies, methods, how we approach school, how we teach. We're being dominated by Eurocentricity, by Europeans. This is in 1977 in Mecca. They had this major conference, and that was the birth of IOE and IOK, that they decided that we need to incorporate Islamic worldview, Islamic ethics, and the moral compass, and the Quran and the Sunnah, that it needs to be incorporated not just into those areas of study which are specific to Islam, but into all of the courses. Because believe you me, the European mentality, the ideologies are all encompassed in what they give us as far as schooling. It's there. It's there. And it's not just a race issue. It's a class issue.
Class issue.
Class is big, because money really doesn't care that much about your skin color. They will use skin color as a tool and a tactic to maintain power, as a tool of division. But that's not their main focus. The separation of classes and the maintenance and maintaining power and wealth and resources and the ability to allocate and determine who can move up and who can move down is more important to them than race. It's a power thing and a wealth thing. And capitalism is the big gun, so to speak, when it comes to that specifically.